pretty much fresh wipe, like 2 hours in. I played when it was fresh wipe, but um, yeah, generally stuff didn't go the best. Like it went not too bad. I got a base and stuff set up, so we got like a stone 2x2 and stuff set up. Hello there, my friend. Not much. What's going on for you? Just loading into the server. So how are you doing? Yeah. How's your server? Server's not too bad. Currently there's some pretty annoying bow kids, but in the sense that they just hide in bushes and shoot you. But but yeah, other than that, not too bad. Okay. Doop doop doo. Let me think of what I'm gonna do. Head back over to Bandit. You grab a comp. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do a run over to Outpost since this map's layout's changed. I'm gonna see what the layout of Outpost is like. Because hopefully that could be decently good. So I'm gonna make a run over that way. And mostly I realise I'm heading the wrong direction. And mostly due to the fact that I want to do some barrel farming, and there's a lot more barrels over at Outpost than there is here at Bandit Camp, and currently at Bandit Camp there's just really annoying fog. It makes it impossible to see fucking anything. So what I'm going to try and do is make a run over towards Outpost, and just cross my fingers that I don't get just murked along the way. This dude's following me. Okay, so if you go this way, what ain't that dude was following me? Or he's trying to follow me. Even if he killed me, he's not gonna get nothing off me. I've got literally a rock, a torch, and 3 wood. Absolute gains. But I was doing not too bad earlier, and I ended up finding a DB and shit earlier at Harbour from Green Card. But then I ran into a bit of a problem. I ended up playing like an absolute scrub. I missed a naked that was pretty much standing still with a shotgun. So that was not. I'm just gonna run away. I ain't fucking with him. I've got no weapon. This seems like a bitch move to do, but I've got no other choice. I really wish I could stick around and fight him. But he didn't look like he wanted any part of the confrontation either, so I guess that's, you know, something. I'm heading more towards Harbour now, so I've got to turn this way. Yeah, because the layout of the map was a lot different last wipe, so yeah, it's currently just figuring out where everything is still. Because before, Dome and Outpost were like right next to each other, kind of where Beta Camp is now. But yeah, now Outpost is down at the bottom, and pretty much kind of bottomish map of the map, and Dome's like right up top, so which is pretty weird. Yeah, because you got Outpost here, and then Dome's all the way up here somewhere. It is right there. There's Dome on this map, so yeah, a bit weird, but well, hopefully should be able to get stuff done. I'm actually pretty stoked about this map. Oh, I got someone else tuning in. Hello, welcome to the stream. I'm pretty stoked about this map though, because it's got an Oxen's gas station, which I found on the other, map preset that we had before. It was very hard to get green cards because of you'd go to the lighthouse and it'd probably end up being looted, and there was only like one or two lighthouses. Well, there was only one lighthouse you could actually go to because the other one was pretty much held down by a clan. You went near it and you died for the most part, but that wasn't too bad. You pretty much had no reason to go there over that way because all the beach and everything else was just turret based, giant bases with turrets and everything else. So okay, I'm doing, I'm heading my way over there pretty well. Just heading over to Outpost, do some barrel farming and stuff like that. Hopefully, apparently that lake is just deeper than I thought it was. Because why not? But yeah. Hopefully, soon enough on the stream, we'll be able to get some, actual stuff going. Maybe a bit of PvP action and stuff like that. I haven't really done a whole lot of PvP or stuff like that on stream yet, but that's mostly because, before now, you'd run around and most everybody had, decent kits and guns and this and that and everything else, so there wasn't really much of a point. But now it doesn't seem to be it won't be too bad, so even though it's still 3 hours in, generally for some people 3 hours could probably amount to an AK, but probably not the majority of players. I'd highly doubt, especially not this early. I'll craft up some bandies. But all up, I think the main things I'm looking for at the moment are just, they're only the barrels and crates around there, around this and stuff like that. See what type of, see what I could try and get myself. Because I ended up roaming around with just a bow and stuff earlier until I found that D band and absolutely missed like a scrub. But I'll fuck yeah, balaclava. Why not? Some of these bow kids seem to be pretty fucking relentless. I had some weird bow kid earlier camping me outside of it was camping bandit camp, which was weird because any smart person knows if they kill someone right next to. I should not have taken those red pills. They would have been good to keep. Really should have been paying attention before I just spammed the eat button. Oh well. Chug this, get some metal frags from it. Not much, but it's something. But yeah, that honestly it was funny how I ended up failing earlier. Man, because I could have easily done that because there was one bow kid with pretty much. There was a naked, and I was just absolutely failing to kill the naked to begin with, and then the bow kid just jumped me, and Me being a dumbass, I decided to waste my only handmade shell I had in the shotgun on a naked, and I still missed with the shotgun. So yeah, that was just kind of a big yikes on my part there. But yeah, oh well, what can you do? It is what it is. The only thing you can do is just, you know, dust yourself off and keep going, and hopefully that don't happen again. But generally, knowing me, it's probably gonna happen at least a couple more times. Because I haven't been playing Rust console for, you know, very long. I played PC for a little bit there, back in like 2018 ish. You know, but generally don't have a whole lot of experience on console Rust, so just generally trying to, you know, figure most of the stuff out as I go. You know, I'll be streaming the majority of it, so you guys, viewers can come along for the ride. Watch me absolutely fail for the majority of it. Probably be fucking funny, but yeah, other than that, if you do enjoy the streams though, I generally try and do daily streams. Don't know where you're viewing from, but because I'm, you know, personally in Australia myself, right? I generally tend to try and stream once or twice a day, and generally if you're in places like the US, you may end up seeing majority of those streams in one day. Sometimes because some of them are like later on, like early morning streams. Like currently this one here is for me it's a 7 o'clock stream. 7 o'clock stream. So really didn't need to do that. I could just check my phone. I'm a dumbass. Just give me a little bit. I haven't actually even slept tonight. Just mostly been worried about the what. So I was hoping there was going to be some more stuff than I found, but I'll keep looking around, see if there's any more, see if I can find what else I can try and get my hands on while I'm over this way. Might as well just, you know, have a bit of a sticky, see what I can find. Because you never know what you might find, so. Because that's one thing I did like about the old preset that, you know, this server had for the map. Before, Outpost was just filled full of barrels. When nobody was out farming them, there was just barrels as far as your eye could see. All good, bro. Where's all these barrels at, bro? Here's some. Hey, someone else is streaming. Hello and welcome to the stream. I hope you enjoy. Currently just doing some barrel farming at the moment. Not the most entertaining gameplay. Well, they left. That's fine. Or get some of these mushrooms into me. I don't see it very, I don't find it a very good idea normally to just eat random mushrooms I find on the ground, but Ross says it's okay, so, and there's a lot of radiations over there. That's airfield. Just mung out on these mushrooms. Get some of that food in me. According to Rust, it's 100% okay, so. got some stuff. Yeah, last wipe, I was able to get some stuff researched. Like I was able to get metal tools, like you know, pick and hatchet. One thing I'm pretty psyched about, I got myself a shotgun. I ended up researching the shotgun trap last wipe, so that's pretty nice. What else did I end up getting myself? Oh yeah, got myself a double barrel shotgun. Not one day left. As well as pistol bullets and buckshot. That's fine, that's no problem. Stuck around and viewed for a bit, so that's all that matters. It's all about the analytics and all. Hey, 2 people are viewing now. Yeah, sorry, I wasn't looking at the stream overlay. Hello and welcome to the stream. Just out mostly looking for barrels and stuff at the moment, so it's not going to be the best content. I am sorry about that. You know, I try and provide the best content I can, but yeah, generally, I don't know what it is, but I think it's mostly because of how far behind console is from PC. A lot of the stuff that is a lot more refined on PC isn't quite as refined and, you know, tuned in as it is, you know, on console yet, but it'll get there. I'm actually pretty surprised of how decent they've generally seemed to be doing so far. I was expecting it to be a bit of a fail off the bat, but no, it actually seemed to do pretty well straight off. So, you know, I give kudos to Double 11 and you know, Face Punch for that one. Because you see a lot of PC games now. Like there's a game I like to play. Used to play a decent amount on PC, and I've got it currently on console. So a game called 7 Days to Die, right? You know, on PC they're on like Alpha 20 something at the moment, and on console sadly we're stuck on Alpha 15 because of, you know, a whole lot of problems that ended up arising. Which honestly, I'm pretty surprised of how well, you know, Double 11 and Face Punch seem to be doing so far. So, and hopefully a lot of stuff should start getting fixed with the well, the 1.4 update should be coming out soon enough. Then I know after the 1.4, I know after that one, from memory, the big one's scheduled. The the next big update, like real big update that's scheduled, is the power surge update, which brings electricity and stuff into the game, which is going to be actually pretty interesting. But other than that, I think the next update we're supposed to be getting is the 1.4, which is bug patches and stuff like that. So that's going to be very interesting to see what they end up changing, how they fix, what stuff they do end up fixing. Sadly, not really sure when we're supposed to be getting the fucking shops in, but I guess we'll get them whenever they can manage to get them in, you know, in the skin shop. But apparently they're supposed to be working on that type of stuff and stuff like that. Also, I was watching a video earlier. Apparently we're supposed to be getting oil rig eventually. Yeah. No, oil rig won't come with the power surge. I highly doubt. Mostly just due to the fact of how much they have to do with how much they already got planned with Power Surge, and then how much they'd have to already set up with Oil Rig. And the only thing they've really got in place for Oil Rig at the moment is the multiple grenade launcher, which you generally get from the Heavy Scientist event. So that's the only real major thing they have set up for that at the moment. So I don't think it would end up coming with Power Surge. It'd be very unlikely, unless we hear something more from Double 11 or Phase Punch, because they haven't even said really anything much to do with either you know, Oil Rig or anything like that so far. So mostly it's just what we've been able to find in game, because you got the multiple grenade launcher and the multiple ammo types, including shotgun and stuff like that, which you cannot currently obtain in console. So, which is, it's very odd for them to have it there if they're not going to end up putting it in the game somehow. And if they're sticking to how they normally do it on PC, then it's probably going to end up being Oil Rig, because Cargo Ship would just be too hard to put into the game at the moment. And generally Cargo Ship may not be able to be ported to console just due to limitations. But we don't know. I don't even know if they've been looking into stuff like that. But it does show something though. It shows they've been testing stuff behind the scenes and trying to make sure shit's working. So at least it's just like how they postponed the 1.4 update due to the fact that they were experiencing lag issues that they weren't sure exactly how to fix at a certain time, and then when they released their statement, they released. Yeah, generally the cargo ship moves around from place to place, and it's just it's pretty much a whole nother level. It's got an interior and everything else, where with Oil Rig it's mostly just an exterior, except for large Oil Rig has a red card room. And generally the Oil Rig red card room is a better one to do than the launch site one, due to the fact that there's just way too much radiation at launch site for it to be constantly viable, unless you just got meds coming out of the ringy. But even then, even if we don't get Oil Rig for a little bit, it's still good enough to know that they're at least trying to figure out ways to implement different things in the game. And they're scientists, I don't want to go near them, they're gonna kill me. But no, it's definitely good. It's definitely good to know that they're actually trying to figure out what's gonna work and what's not gonna work before they release something that's just gonna break. Because that's why they end up postponing the 1.4 update, because it was just they couldn't get it to run properly. They kept experiencing unknown server crashing and shit like that. So, and they just didn't know how to fix it at the time, but they also end up releasing in their article that they generally know what the problem is and they generally know how to fix it, so they're working on it. But it's also good to know that the fact that they're constantly looking into it and they're not leaving it constantly open-ended, which is also really nice. And that's why I don't mind sorry, I had to clear my throat. That's why I don't mind developers like Face Punch and stuff like that, due to the fact that they're not like big AAA devs, so they're not more worried about their bottom line than their player base. Right. And that's good. I generally reckon that's better than what most AAA devs do, and they don't really focus on what the fans need or want. What is that? Oh yeah, that dude seems to be doing pretty well with himself. What has he got? He got his other bow and everything else. Why not? Seems to be not doing too bad for himself at the moment on this watch. So, considering it wiped like 2 hours ago, so I'll just swap those there, I don't really need the boots. So I ran around barefoot. Step on a piece of wood wrong, get splinter. Ah well, she'll be right. But honestly, I reckon that multi-grenade launcher would be very interesting. Cause theoretically, it could end up being the best shotgun in the game. Because one of the alternative rounds for that multi-grenade launcher is shotgun. Is a shotgun round. So it could theoretically be not only the best, one of the better raiding items, and it could also end up doubling as a pretty overpowered shotgun. Which, that would be pretty crazy, I reckon. To have it double up as a pretty dope shotgun. Yeah, generally it really all depends on, especially with a wipe, it really depends on what server you're playing on and generally how it seems for people to progress. It's weird, but it's mostly under the simple factor of it's just one of the ammo types. So, unless you like research the ammo type or something like that, you're not going to be able to craft it. And I don't know if you're going to be able to, you'll probably be able to research the ammo, but you might not be able to research the grenade launchers. That might be an interesting balance for console rust. Because it could be they could have like a bit of a balance on it, like, let's say, the LR and stuff like that can't be researched, right? Hence, it's kind of a soft balance for that weapon due to the fact that if it could be researched and then you just had a whole team of people running around with LRs without having to worry about losing them, or M2s for that matter, the end game would just be kind of, it'd be a bit annoying. So they could have it where you can't research it, because I don't know if you can research the grenade launcher on PC. I haven't really done it. I haven't really used it on PC that much, except for just running around mostly shooting people with shotgun ammo, because that's fun. Like, that's real fun. But I found it a bit weird that it could double up as a shotgun, but all honesty, it doesn't really make much of a difference. Considering you got the Spaz 12 and stuff like that, which is already pretty overpowered. And generally, it's all it would end up being is just pretty much like a very similar Spaz 12, but probably just do a bit more damage. But generally, generally with all those like heavier weapons, like the M2 and the grenade launcher, you generally also move that a little bit slower as well. So that could end up being a thing if you go up against someone with like a Spaz 12 or something like that, because you move that a bit slower, you could have the disadvantage there. It really all depend on the player and playstyle, realistically. Because you could probably end up using the shotgun ammo if you don't have the explosives. You could use the shotgun ammo to raid as well. Because, well, at least wooden doors. It's not the best option, but it works. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying, bro. It sounds ludicrous. Like, it sounds fucking weird as shit, but in one way it sounds weird, and then the other way it just sounds absolutely amazing. That the fact that you just shooting grenades at people, swap over, and you just shoot them with a shotgun. Because why not? But no, I do agree with that factor though. That it is a little weird that the fact that a grenade launcher can just turn straight into a shotgun, pretty much. And really having not much trade-offs in that factor either, because it's pretty much going to be pretty much pretty fucking strong in that sense. So no matter which way you're using it, if it's grenades, because if you're using the explosive rounds, then it's a over pretty much a it's a you know, F1 grenade on steroids. And the other type of ammunition you can get for it is smoke grenades. Yes, that's generally a big thing. It would be a good alternative for ecoing, because the shotgun ammo isn't that hard to craft once you obtain it. Now, eco rating, yeah, because you wouldn't really need. Yeah, if you run out of grenades, yeah. Grenades or rockets, yeah. Generally, that's also a benefit of that. But even if you didn't want to take rockets and you just wanted to eco-raid some like wooden bases, see what you can find, you're generally not wasting much that you can't just obtain back by using the shotgun rounds. Oh, yes, fuck yeah. So overall, the amount you're losing isn't really anything, you know, that you can't make back. So overall, it's just a good investment overall, I reckon. But then generally that also comes with the difficulty of obtaining it, which is heavy scientists. Which generally, if they've got a heavy grenade launcher, they're generally shooting it at you. So you got to be a bit cautious of that one, because that's never fun to be smacked straight in the face with a grenade. But generally, people end up getting good enough just taking over fucking oil rig like it's no tomorrow. But definitely it'll be something for a lot of console players that haven't played PC Rust to get used to. It also, oh, that's a bear. That's great. And my control's dying. Because of course, there's a bear and I have no weapons at all. I'm just gonna hope I can run away from this thing and not die. It should lose track of me very quickly. Hopefully. Nope. It didn't even swing. It just roared and I died. It roared in my general direction. I died. Well, that's unfortunate. Oh. While I'm respawning, I'm just gonna plug my controller in so it don't die on me. My tiny little humble adobe. It's not very much, but it's good enough. It's just a simple thing. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. Generally don't ask me. Ever since I started playing this game, every time it comes up, it says killed by James. So I don't. If there's the streamer mode, I probably have it on. Stream privacy. That's what it is. So depending on what it is, it will come up as James, and then it's just weird. I don't know why, but when I get killed by a bear or a scientist or outpost or bandit camp or anything like that, it comes up as James. Don't know what's up with that. Sometimes when I die of hunger, it'll come up as James. It's just, yeah, I generally think it is, but it comes up in the weirdest times, because I could be streaming and I could get killed by a dude, and he'll come up with his actual name and stuff like that. And then the next dude I get killed by will come up as James. And then it'll just go like that, and it's just, okay, that don't make no sense. So I don't know what it is. I think it might just be a, streamer mode not working quite properly, but... but... generally, it's nothing, too bad. Just gonna end up smacking up some trees and stuff in this general area. Kind of try and get myself, at least maybe some starting rudimentary tools or something like that, just to begin with. Please don't be any scientists over here. Oh yeah, I'm okay. Oh, a crew barrel as well down here. Yeah, got everything from that. Man, I'll tell you what, the fucking fucking animals are pretty buggy at the moment. I'll give them that one. Yeah, 'cause that bear didn't even swing at me. It just roared. Oh yeah, bro. Fucking absolute cheese, bro. Got a free bow and arrow. I was hoping for something else than a bow and arrow, but I ain't gonna say no to a free bow and arrow, considering now I don't have to craft one, so... Now I just have to craft up the arrows. And then go around and kill some shit to get bone frag, to get bone arrows. Can't go in there at the moment because I don't have enough road protection. Hit up this crude oil barrel. And any other barrels or any? Nope, just the crude barrel. Okay, well I'm gonna go back over towards Bandit. Oh, yeah, I know what that's like, bro. That sucks. I've had that happen. I've had that happen way too many times, bro. I can't tell you how many times I've been just killed by a bear, or I've had scientists just randomly aggro at me from like real far ranges, the blue ones, and just sit there and just snipe me with their revies or with their poisons. But I don't know. This game can be pretty buggy at times, but generally it's still pretty early into its life cycle, so hopefully a lot of that shit should be fixed. Because definitely the scientists on PC can get annoying, but they're not that bad. Yeah, bro, 3k, how much was it, bro? Like 3k wood. That's still good. That's still enough to be like fucking kind of a bear, bro. It's still plenty enough wood to get annoyed over. Hoping I can get a lot more stuff done this wipe, because last wipe I got in pretty late into the wipe, so ended up jumping on the server at like 24. Ended up taking a break for a bit due to having bad, pretty crappy internet for about a week or two, so took a bit of a break and then jumped back on at like 4 days on the server, so I only jumped back on a couple of days ago, and I've not really done much. And not being able to really do much due to everybody having just having gear and me not having a whole lot. So And then, you know, ended up just waiting till wipe, and then now that's wiped. Gonna try and get as much done as I can. Because once I can get GP going and I can get, you know, DB going, I'll be able to get hopefully some more stuff going, more stuff done then. Currently the only gun I have researched is DB. If I find like a Revy or something like that, that'd be mad because I can research that. Because I currently can't afford to buy it from Outpost. Yeah, put a couple more of these trees. Probably just maybe this last one. So, yeah, that's what I got there. Okay, yeah. Okay. Hopefully I'm gonna try and see if I can find any bit of stone or something like that. I'm gonna go into my base, grab the comms I got in here. Run all over to the thing. Everything else want to recycle. Okay. Dope. I have it out. Head over to the recycling building. And then, once I get to the recycling building, evolution the recycle. See what I can try and get myself around. Once I can start getting like actual proper, you know, stuff, I'll be able to, you know, do a little bit better than just a shitty wooden bow and stuff like that. Cause like I can do decent enough with the bow, but I'd much rather a crossbow or a gun, you know, more or less. But generally you need resources for those, and I don't have those at the moment, so. I got a bit lost. Back this way. Oh, I know spots that stop people pushing you out of recycled as well, which is mad. Generally the spot you want to sit in for here is up here. It can be a bit weird to get up here sometimes, but like right here. Really difficult to push out. Back over to my base now. Had a server and I had AKs and stuff yet, but Oh, bro, that's sad. Yeah, generally why I don't tend to play in bigger groups, because generally that's how how it ends up going. Hey, I got another person watching now. Hello, Amok. Oh, okay. Come on. Okay, cool. No, that's generally why I don't like playing in large groups. Because generally you have a lot of that type of stuff happening, you know, one person blames the other for something, or just group of people start blaming one person for something, even if they didn't do it. It's just a whole lot of, in my opinion, unnecessary drama, but I guess everybody to their own, yeah. Okay, I want to take that real quick. I want to go make another one of these and one of those. And the wires of this cloth, I don't really have much. Do I have any more cloth? Yeah, a little bit, not much. That's fine. I generally just want to make myself some burlap stuff for now. And took a break first. After that happened, but now I'm flying again. Yeah, it makes sense, bro. I generally know how that is. I've had a kind of similar thing happen. But generally the main thing is you just don't let it, you know, affect your, you know, you know, how willing you are to actually play the game, and then generally you seem to, you know, prosper a bit better. But hopefully everything goes good for you now. I'm gonna turn the torch back on so you guys can actually see, and I can actually see the fuck what I'm actually doing. And what stone? I've got like no stone in there. Okay. How many metal frags? Enough for a hatchet, metal hatchet. But that ain't gonna fix my stone problem. Hey, I can pretty much go outside now. It should be bright enough out there. Consider I got more brightness than Mars. Oh, that's a dude knocking down a tree. So, I'm gonna keep heading this way. I'm still heading away from. I'm just dumb. Just don't mind me, I'm a bit slow at the moment. Oh, some stone. Fuck yeah. Need that. Metal tools and stuff like that. Don't. Fortunately, I'm not apparently that lucky to have that stuff. If I kept playing earlier and it didn't have break, it didn't end up putting off and on for a bit, I probably would have metal tools and everything on now, but I'll get there. Takes a lot to be done. goddamn tree for rock. You don't get much resources for it either. Okay, can't see any red markers. Keep going, I guess, until it falls. Finally. But yeah. Of course. Come on, you can't come anywhere near me now, or you're gonna fucking die. What a dumbass. Shoots me with a bow, and I'm right next to bandit camp. Can you be any more dense? I don't think people could be any more dense sometimes. It shot me when I was right next to bandit camp with a bow. Now he can't come over to bandit camp. Because they now don't like him. And they people just seem not to learn in this game apparently. So I guess that generally just is what it is. Need to find some more stone and stuff. Hey! Another person view on the stream. Hello and welcome to the stream. Just currently running around trying to get myself some stuff going. I get to craft a fancy rock. There, that's better. One of the only skins I've actually got at the moment. Unfortunately, due to the simple factor of there's no fucking skin shop. Looking around, seeing if I try to find something. Yeah, I know, bro. It's dumb, bro. And especially when you're trying to harvest it with a rock, it just takes the goddamn ever. Is that? Oh no, from a distance that looked like a soft side wall. I was gonna say there's no way someone would have. But don't matter anyway. It turns out that whoever lived here no longer lives here, so. Man. I'll pick them up, but. Cool. Suppose that makes sense. Obviously, someone was trying to get a start there at one point, but obviously didn't go very well for them. I'm just gonna leave that alone and a pinch in their hammer. I think that's got. Okay, that's cool. It black for some reason. It's just completely black. But that's not bad. So at least got some stuff I can recycle. Worries you for a little bit of wood, but hey, good enough. I don't remember if Bandit Camp has a tier 1. If not, I will end up having enough to craft tier 1 soon. So I mostly just need the wood and metal frags for tier 1. What the rest of the stuff? So and some of that stuff's gonna be easier to get than others. I just realized I had game chat on. But yeah, so it's some. Has tier 1. Has 1. Oh, it does it? Okay, cool. Because if it does have a workbench, then I should be able to craft myself metal tools and get up enough thing. Which is great, so. Bro, it really don't matter. You only need tier 1. You need at least a tier 1 for metal tools. So it really don't matter. If there's a tier 2, then that's even better. But if there isn't, it's not like it really makes it. It's not like it matters overall. I can still get what I want to get done at the moment with only tier 1. So brilliant. So I can get the resources to craft myself one. Yeah. Because once I can get a metal hatch and stuff going, then, you know, I can get stuff going even faster. Fast, but that's fine. Well, jump. Just gamble my scrap. Make an absolute killing off of it. Or lose it all either way. Oh, don't wanna, you can't, no, that's not what I wanted to do. Yeah. At first, when I first jumped on the console rust, I tried to open it I tried to open the inventory of the thing and it was like, wait, no, that's not how that works. I feel like that's absolutely dumbass, but yeah, generally I feel like that's kind of where the majority of us are at. It's like, oh, so that's not quite how that works. But generally, you're so used to the other games on console, you actually have to open up the inventory for it to craft it. So. Because stuff like, you know, Arc and stuff like that's all you have to open up the crafting item. You have to open up the inventory for it. And that's kind of where you're coming from, and that's where you kind of, you know, notion is with that, then I can't understand that. It might be a little bit different. I'll have a look around. If I can find a tier 1, then that's cool. If not, then it's not too bad at the moment. So I should be able to get a tier 1 decently soon, so. Oh, definitely not here. What do you sell? Yeah, you're that one. Okay. Oh, fell down. Dude. Nope. Up. Yep. There you go. Nope, not on this one. There's a research bench, but that's not what I'm looking for. So I gotta keep looking, see if I can see if there is a workbench. Cause you'd think there would, cause there's one at Outpost. I know that for a fact. There's 100% one at Outpost. So. Hello, me shop man. No. That's a repair bench. Right. It does. It does have a workbench. I'll remember which building this one's in. Just here. Okay. So it did have a workbench. A little later on, but I'll at least give you guys at least another maybe hour of the stream. So so it's still gonna be decent enough length stream. It's just not gonna be overly as long as I'd otherwise like it to be. Mostly due to the fact that I haven't slept and getting kind of tired. So. Well, you can go make that axe at least. Hello, welcome to the stream. I can go at least make that axe, cause I'm gonna want that. Other than that, I might end up again going back down towards Outpost, even though I did die down there in that area last time. I just want to see if I attack that, will that? If I don't. I'm not gonna test it just in case. There'll be plenty of time for animal hunting soon. Because that's actually next thing I'm planning on doing once I can get, at least a little bit of stuff going. Is I'm planning on I need to go out and get a bunch more low grade and stuff like that. So in between, go from here, between Bandy and whatchamacallit, Outpost. Hopefully I can get at least some low grade along the way. Got a metal hatchet coming through. Means I'm gonna be able to get a lot more wood. General problem's still gonna be stone, but fucking aggressive chickens. But no, I'll get stuck in stone again. More stone soon enough. But generally now I can hit some of the trees around here, near my face, and obtain more from them. Because once I got tier 1 set up in my base, I'm not going to need a tier 1 there anymore, so. Yeah, that's the weird part, because I've attacked pigs inside of outposts before. With a rock, and I haven't been attacked by it, and I've killed pigs right outside the safe zone with a spear, and they haven't shot me for it. But then I shot a pig kind of just inside the safe zone when I was outside the safe zone with a crossbow, and then they absolutely murdered me, so I don't know what the rules are with that. I don't know what they consider shit as, because they try and murder you, they generally murder you if you attack a scientist anywhere near it, like a hostile scientist, but then if a hostile scientist comes anywhere near the thing, the outpost would just light up the hostile scientists. I don't know. I don't even think outpost quite knows what it's doing. Nor bandicamp, so. Okay, so I just need to get more metal. Oh, okay. I don't know what's going on. Sorry if you guys could hear any static. Fucking headset just being a bit weird. I don't know why. I think it's the controller, not the headset. Considering the headset's pretty much brand new, so. Because I've got the scrap for tool and stuff like that. I just don't have the otherwise I don't have the metal frags. I'm gonna get myself a spear while I'm here. Yeah, generally I feel like they are as well. I'm gonna craft myself one of my favorite early game melee weapons. Actually, never mind, I can't. I don't have 100 stone. Because if I had 100 stone, I'd just make myself a stone spear, because they're low-key overpowered, but I don't have that stone at the moment, so which means I'm just gonna have to have a normal spear at the moment, but it's fine. Can't really PvP much, considering I don't have the what's it called, ammo to do so. I can only really do what I can do, which is only a little bit, considering not having much. Otherwise of ammunition. But generally, oh sheet metal wool already. Generally, that's just where I need to start trying to progress. Mushrooms. I just got myself some free metal frags, fuck yeah. Decently nice fellow. Got myself some free metal frags, so I ain't gonna complain. Don't really need more wood, but I'll get some more anyway. If I can get the metal frags up, I'll just make myself a metal pick as well, and I'll really try and find some nodes. Yeah, I agree. Considering there isn't just a plethora of pumpkins laying around everywhere, kinda just gotta go for the mushrooms at the moment. Nowhere as good, nowhere near as good at healing or anything like that, but I guess you know, you gotta go with what you got. So I'll drink them inside of outpost, because otherwise that's just gonna take too long. Crap. I mean inside of bandy, because otherwise it's gonna take too long. Barrel, got some rope and scrap. Would have preferred something that can give you metal frags, but hey, rope and scrap's always useful. I'm gonna need the rope for when I start making myself crossbow and stuff like that. And I'm gonna need the scrap, so fucking hell, God, yes. This makes me happy. Very happy. This has made me a very happy camper. A very, very, very happy camper. Because now not only do I have a decent enough melee weapon, I also got a fucking mad barrel farmer tool. Go. Just both wheels, that one. I was gonna make a stone spear, but nah, I'm not gonna do that. Now I've got a mace. Don't know how I was not inside the safe zone bounds when I pulled out my bow and shit, but apparently I wasn't. So. It does. One thing that I wouldn't mind finding, but is really hard to, it's not a very easy item to find, is the long sword. That is absolutely brokenly overpowered, but it's just not easy to find. Yeah, the mace isn't the best melee weapon for PvP, and unless you don't really have any other choice. But definitely for barrel farming and other stuff like that. Well, if you're running around the beach killing nakeds, it's pretty useful. But other than that, if people got stuff to fight back with, unless you're being very, very you know, sneaky or door camping cunts, you're not gonna probably get too much PvP action with the mace. Generally just because of being a mace. But that's generally where, if I'm going for PvP, I'm going for something with a bit more range, like a spear or something like that, or if I'm going for, like, you know, something that's not a spear, obviously, because you know, I have metal spears and stuff like that, unfortunately. I reckon that's something that would have been interesting in Rust, would have been a pike. Yeah. Honestly, every time I find something like a mace or something like that, I just expect to get I just expect to get killed. Yeah. Yeah. Generally, I know how that. I kind of feel the same way with that. You find something good and then you just get gunned down. We should 100% be able to get the thing after this, that's for sure. Mad. Okay, I can now make myself that pick and stuff like that. That was a really beneficial barrel run as well, I reckon. So, I just gotta get back to that recycling building. I mean, not the recycling building, the building with the workbench on it, which I'm most sure... Was it this one or was it... Yeah, it was this one. It really leaves me about 150 in that sense. Now, can I craft it while I'm here? No, I don't have the rope. But I can craft nail guns. So, and I guess do I was camping. Yeah, generally that seems to happen decent. But I could just run around for nail gun. But nah. I gotta run around for nail gun at the moment. Make sure I swap back to the rock after I swap around, so that way when I pull out, that way it doesn't auto pull out the pickaxe. But yeah, no, that generally happens to me. Every time I get something good, I die somehow. Even if it's in some of the most ridiculous ways, I still find some way to die. One tier 1 on the way. Probably gonna end up getting myself a crossbow before I head out. Yeah, bro, tier 1, fuck yeah. Now I don't have to worry about the that other one, I can just use mine. So, some more arrows as well for when I get this crossing. Because once I get this crossing, I'm gonna head out back over towards Outpost, see what if I can find any more barrels and stuff like that around there. But now, yeah, I've been playing for about an hour. So yeah, I reckon it's not too bad. Too bad tier 1, you know. I was playing a little bit this morning, but I didn't get a whole lot done in the wise of like a whole lot except for just this base. So, there we go, tier 1's on now. Okay, fuck yeah. There's so much more now. Gonna make myself some wooden armor as well before I head out, just a bit more protection. I'm not gonna do much, but it's gonna do at least something. I'm gonna add on some of this food, try and get as much health back as possible. Got a crossbow as well now. Fuck yeah. Starting to make it some actual progress. Okay. I'm gonna take all these bandies with me, but I might as well craft up some while I'm here. There we go. Take a couple stacks of bandies with me. And I've got this wood stuff crafting as well, which then we'll end up popping on. And then, yeah, that's what I call absolute gains at this point. Gonna go to the see if I can see if those barrels have respawned yet. If they've respawned, go hit them up. But other than that, I think my only other real plan after hitting up some barrels probably is to head over towards Outpost, see if I can find any like stone nodes and stuff like that over that way as well. Because I'm gonna need a decent amount of that. Looks like I've got the wood, I just don't have the stone. And I'm probably gonna, unless I can find, you know, a bunch of animals to kill, I'm gonna need stone barrels. Right, just kind of given. So I'm gonna find a stone node. I've been kind of, I haven't really been able to find any stone nodes. Being created at the moment, so we're kind of weird with the stone at the moment. Cause I'm running around and I just can't find a fucking stone node for the life of me. Absolutely no idea what's going on. No, it seems to be like that sometimes on some servers. Some of them seem to have pretty abundant stone nodes, and the other ones seem to just not have fucking any. I'm just gonna head around so I can eventually find some. Might hopefully run into some people along the way. Maybe, hopefully, kill them. I'm hoping. At least generally that's the plan. Now, if it goes according to plan, that's another question. But we'll just have to wait and see about that one. That's so far. A lot of loth and everything else. Just hey, finally stone node. Finally, I can actually make arrows. They're gonna be a lot better. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot better equipped. Someone runs up on the roof because I've actually got ammo. Now my general goal is looking around for players slash animals slash whatever really I can get my hands on to fucking kill. Wouldn't everything else. If you don't have a flamethrower or nothing like that, probably fucking raid that and might actually have some stuff in it. Yeah, it is. I do agree. If I had more picks and stuff like that, I would have probably mainly axes. I would probably try to go through his like door or something like that, or like try like a roof or something. But I don't know. At the moment, I'm not really. I don't know. I'm just like currently at a point where it'd be too viable for me because it's gonna take more than just like one axe and stuff like that, and I don't have the resources to constantly craft them at the moment, so. But I'll definitely be doing some raiding on stream and stuff like that. That's gonna be fun. Maybe we can start getting to do that sort of stuff. Alright. Oh yeah, also building, yeah. Building's pretty fun and satisfying. I don't know what it is, because like I hated building an arc. I used to build all the time in arc, but I hated it. But for some reason, Rust makes it oddly satisfying to build. Don't know how they manage it. Because like Rust just feels oddly streamlined for, you know, for how it actually is. It feels oddly streamlined. But I guess that's just because they've mostly just tried to make it as simple and easy of use. Where in a lot of the other games, a lot of the stuff's supposed to be like very specific and this and that, and it's just a whole lot of annoyance. And also, this game's in like a 10 times better state than Rust is, and Rust's been out for fucking how many years now? Sorry, and then Ark's been out for that many years now, so it just obviously shows the it obviously just shows, doesn't it? And console Rust hasn't even been around for that long, and it's generally already better than games like Ark and stuff like that on console. Oh, that's a bit of a weird one. I'm gonna go give it a bit. Oh, there's nothing there. Makes sense. He's up some of these barrels as well. I was originally going over towards outpost, but turns out I'm going just north and around, just seeing what I can find. Because why not? Just try generally go areas I haven't explored yet. Fine. Didn't know there was a lighthouse right here. This is actually not a bad spot for a lighthouse either. It's pretty out of the way. Relatively secluded. Metal window bars. Green card. If I find a fuse, then I might end up hitting up Harbour's green card while I'm over this way, because there's a harbour up beside the map, so right there. Do we have? It looks like this area seems to be pretty unpopulated, which is pretty nice, to say the least. Definitely less people in an area when you're trying to farm and grind and stuff like that seems to be, yeah, it's generally a lot better. Salvage shelves, that's a lot of fucking, that's a decent amount of metal frag from that shit, so. Gonna head up top, recycle this shit. Cause that's getting me mad. Nice. Yeah, Ark is generally a pretty confusing game. But with Ark, there's a lot more to learn than there is Rust in that sense, because you got all the dinosaur matter and everything else. Where in Rust, you don't have that. You don't have that whole extra matter and stuff like that. So, generally, there's just more stuff in Ark. But that's kind of the thing. Ark's kind of a game that tried to cram as much into it as possible without actually putting too much effort into making sure all the core components are running 100% properly. They're just more worried about what can they actually squeeze in. And that's why the Genesis 2 update for Genesis 2 has been, delayed for so long, because generally a lot of what the stuff they've already added or found, because they never bothered to actually think about making sure shit's working properly before adding it in. Genesis 2 just generally won't work properly with the way stuff's currently going. Wooden ladder. If I was anywhere near a research bench, I'd research that, because they're useful, but I'll find them later. Hopefully I find a fuse, because if I find a fuse, that's going to be absolutely clutch. You can get stuck in behind there and it's not fun. I've had it happen way too many times. Way more times than I'd like to admit, at least. I don't even know what this was supposed to be. Fucking yoink. I'll take this shit. Doors. Yeah, I'll get that and that. Is there only going to be little bits of wood and And I'll drop the spear as well, why not? Because I don't really need that much wood. Okay, cool. That was low-key cool. Okay. Time to keep going. Well, I wouldn't mind finding some animals or something like that to start shooting at. But what's the time of day looking like? It's currently 8, so might end up doing a bit of a, well, probably do a 2-hour stream for now, two and a half hour stream, and then a little bit later on today we'll end up waking up from, so probably end up going for sleep. When I end up waking up, I'll end up streaming again, so if you guys wanna, if you end up tuning into that one, then that's up to you, but I hope you guys are enjoying the content so far. It's gonna get real dark here in a sec. Is train yard? Train yard? No. Not that I know of. We got harbour and stuff like that, but we don't have train yard and stuff like that, no. Unfortunately, because that would be something good to have, but no. Currently, there's no like new monuments or anything like that out yet. I'm up this way, and while I got a little bit of light, I might end up having a look and see what's in harbour. I heard something here. Well, it doesn't mean. Oh, I got 4 people on the stream now. Oh, welcome. Oh yeah, bro. No, that's all good. I'll be end up stopping this stream soon enough anyway, so it's not like you're not gonna miss out on a whole lot. Definitely, well, next stream though, I wanna try and get into doing a lot more. of there. Ultra flashlight. It's almost getting to the point where I can see, so. I'm just gonna try and walk around slowly and should try not to fall into the water. Well, I really just failed that first part. Yeah, same here, bro. Mate, I need to start warming up. No, straight back into the water. Oh, that was lag. Yeah, I just gotta figure out what's a good spot to get up. Really? I was like just off as well. Got a long run back to base, but that's fine. Hopefully I can make it back. If anything, I'll just find a boat. Like that. We've got some money out there, I think, right? Yeah, but not enough. I also found some more ugly barrels. What the fuck? Okay, that's stream it there.